taking a live look across Keystone. They saw some flurries this morning, and we saw those snowcats out earlier on today, but the sun is out and it is shining and it's giving us some warmer-ish temperatures, especially for December. But here in the Springs, we're sitting at 52 degrees, some more clear conditions, and we'll continue with that as we go into those evening hours. Though those winds, though, it says they're light right now, east-northeast 8 miles an hour, but we are getting some gusts in there that are a little bit gustier, and we have some high wind warnings up towards Denver, but luckily we're not really seeing that down here in southern Colorado. Now we are getting those downsloping winds across the mountains, which is why we're seeing those gusty conditions, and that will help to keep us on the warmer side for tonight. But those high wind warnings that I was mentioning earlier, they're really only up towards Denver. Now these are going to go until 2 a.m. and the furthest south they go is for Douglas County. But we are still seeing those gusty conditions across southern Colorado, gusting to 23 miles an hour here in the Springs. They're gusting 34 miles an hour down in Pueblo, but as you can see, those winds are really sweeping across those mountains and giving us those windy conditions really all across southern Colorado, more specifically for I-25 as well. Now, as we play this out, we'll slowly start to see those windy conditions die down, but those higher peaks and those higher elevations we'll still likely see some gusty conditions, especially after the sun sets. But once we go into Monday morning, we'll start to see that even out a little bit, and we'll get some calmer conditions in there as well. Now, overnight lows tonight, we will be on the chilly side, some of us making it into those teens tonight, specifically looking at Pueblo, but most of us will be sitting in those 20s overall. Now for tomorrow, we will be getting up to about 45 degrees here in the Springs, and that is right around that seasonal average for this time of year, for December specifically. So Pueblo, really not much warmer than that, 46 degrees, and that average high this time of year is 47. So again, right around that seasonal mark for both the Springs and Pueblo. So highs elsewhere, most of us will be around that same mark, though some of us making it into those 50s, 53 for Walsenburg, as well as Trinidad, and we'll see some warmer conditions along the Arkansas River Valley as well. Now, if you're wondering about temperatures for the next 2 weeks, really, and specifically for Christmas, unfortunately, we are looking at some above average conditions. So this is really showing probability. So this isn't set in stone, but it is just saying we have a higher probability of seeing those above average conditions, especially for Nebraska and Kansas as well. But as you can see, Colorado, we will likely be seeing some above average conditions as well. Now for the next 7 days, Monday, we'll have some cooler temperatures as a front will pass through, but we'll quickly warm up into Tuesday. I did get rid of that storm impact scale for Tuesday specifically because I don't think that we'll really be seeing many impacts. We'll really just be getting flurries here in the Springs, and those temperatures will be warm on Tuesday as well. But that first day of winter starts on Saturday, and we're going to be hitting 59 degrees. Now, as for your Monday, we'll be starting out into those 20s, so it will be a cool morning. Pueblo 46 for your Monday, quickly warming up on Tuesday with some downsloping winds. That's going to be helping to warm us up. And we'll be looking at 60s for your Thursday, which is very warm for December. Canyon City 51 for your Monday, and warming up for your Tuesday. We'll be holding on to those 50s until Wednesday, and then we'll be in those 60s for the rest of the week. Woodland Park, you guys will be a little bit cooler than us, but you will still make it into those 50s.